Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, April 25th, 2023. Stand up for your country. So very early this morning, the Biden administration put out a video of the president announcing he will run again in 2024. The Jewish people have a phrase, oy vey. And I say that with humor, but this is kind of an unusual problem that we have. The Democratic Party doesn't really want President Biden to run, according to the polls. Most Democrats say they would have somebody else, but there isn't anybody else. So at this point in history, and I still believe that Joe Biden will not run. So I think things are going to get worse for his mental health and for the country in the next 6 months, but I could be wrong. Couple that with the most, flamboyant television news operation in the country, Fox News, also in a dubious position because of the Tucker Carlson situation. We'll get to that. But first, the talking points memo, Joe Biden's America. It was surprising to me that after he was elected in 2020, and more than 80 million Americans voted for him, but really most of those votes were against Donald Trump. But it surprised me that from the jump, Mr. Biden was an enthusiastic supporter of the progressive movement. I mean, the far left. And we have documented that, southern border, unfettered abortion, on and on and on and on. There isn't any progressive tenet, not one, that Mr. Biden opposes. That has led to a new America. So, first I'm going to run you Mr. Biden's announcement, part of it, and then we'll run down 10 things that have changed drastically, culturally, for all of us in this country. Roll the soundbite, please.
This is not a time to be complacent. That's why I'm running for re-election. Because I know America. I know we're good and decent people. I know we're still a country that believes in honesty and respect and treating each other with dignity.
Okay, standard issue. Nothing unusual about that. Usually, though, presidents make announcements in person, not on videotape. So culturally, here's what's going on. If President Biden is reelected, we can expect more of the same. Not going to change. And he'll be 86 years old when his terms end in 2028, 86. Now, first of all, I want you to consider the 10 things that I'm putting forth to you and how even 6 years ago, this could not have happened in this country. That's how quickly things are changing. The first is the transgender athlete controversy. Okay? So there's a new NPR poll out. It's a liberal organization. Ask the question, do you support or oppose the following? Allowing transgender female student athletes to compete on women's and girls sports teams. Support 24, oppose 63. I mean, that is a colossal repudiation of having trans men compete with biological women. It's stunning, all right? 63 to 24. Yet, Joe Biden, okay with it. I'm not quite figuring that out. If I have a daughter and she has to compete against a biological man who's changed his gender into a her, well, that person is going to be stronger. Is that fair? No, it's not. Then there's the trans advertising on television and some teachers promoting alternative lifestyles in schools. We all know what that controversy is. 3 states have now restricted schools from teaching about gender: South Dakota, Alabama, and Florida, and more to come. Okay? So this was a big issue. In Florida, they called it the Don't Say Gay, but it wasn't really that. It was about parents saying, look, we don't want our young children to be subjected to a teacher whose views may be different than our views about social and gender issues. Okay. Then we get into the 1619 Project. Remember that? So the New York Times championed this. And it basically says that America was built on slavery. The whole country was built on it. And therefore, the United States owes African Americans because of that. Well, my upcoming book, Killing the Witches, will absolutely obliterate that theory, because we start at the Mayflower, and you'll see what happened historically. Everything's backed up. So the 1619 Project is really propaganda. It's a political play. But what it does is it sets up permanent grievance in the African American community, because it's taught in many schools. And the black kids hear it and they go, hey, you owe me reparations, you owe me whatever, equity, on and on and on. This is a permanent grievance play. Have we heard anything from Biden about this? No, he wants to all come together, but this is about as polarizing an issue as possible. Okay, so then we have non-punishment of criminals. So I had to do this. It's hard to get these stats, but I'm going to give you just one so you understand. Before COVID, 2019, okay, and then 2022 after COVID. 2022, the murder rate, this is after COVID, starting after COVID. Murder rate is up 30% in the country. The murder rate, up 30%. So we are becoming a more violent. Now, the left says it's because of guns, but somebody's firing those guns. And in the big cities, criminals are not being punished the way they used to be, and almost all crime is up. I mean, if you don't believe me, ask Gavin Newsom, the uber liberal mayor, governor of California, who just moved the National Guard into San Francisco to restore order and cut down on the drug dealing. Okay, so it's happening. Where is Joe Biden on that? No, we don't hear a thing. Then we go to academia. On many colleges, you cannot bring in a speaker like me or anybody that goes against the progressive orthodoxy, because students don't feel safe. So they only get one point of view. Everybody knows that. And then you have the admissions, where skin color and ethnicity is now at the top of the list. I mean, some of the stats are amazing. So standardized testing thrown out in many places, and it's like, okay, we're going to take this group, that group, this group in college admissions. Then we have the wealth tax, which is seizure of private property. And again, Biden is okay with all of the things that I've mentioned, and he's okay with the wealth tax. The wealth tax basically taxes what you have, not what you sell for income. It's what you have. So the tax man will come in and assess your car value, your house value, property value, your jewels, your collectibles, and then every year in Massachusetts, you pay 4% on that. That's the only state that's passed it, but Oregon, Washington, New York, Hawaii, Connecticut, California, Illinois, and Maryland are introducing wealth taxes. Biden's okay, pay your fair share, but that's confiscation of private property. Government can't confiscate 4% of your private property. It will be ruled unconstitutional. I know it will be, because the Constitution gives the power to the federal government to tax income, money that's coming in to you, not possessions. Okay, that's socialism. Then the entertainment industry, I can't tell you how the movie, television, publishing industries have collapsed, because the projects that they are developing are almost 100% woke. The only exception on television is Blue Bloods, the CBS program, that I know of. Everything else is woke. And the traditional audience is going, we don't want it. When was the last time you went to a movie theater? I was a big movie fan. Last time I went to a movie theater was the James Bond movie, the last one, which was so horrible because it was all woke. And my late friend, Sean Connery, I mean, I can't even imagine what he would have said had he been here. Then the acceptance of degrading public behavior. This is colossal if you live in a big or mid-sized city. So now people defecate, urinate on the streets, consume narcotics on the streets, with children being able to see all of this. This is degrading behavior, which used to be punished. If you did it on the street, you were punished. Now you're not. And this is a huge problem in every urban center. And it's the kids. The kids are sitting there, oh, what's that needle? I mean, San Francisco is, again, the show place for this, but it's happening everywhere. It's absolutely unbelievable. Then you have the final is attacks on the Catholic Church. And this is an underreported story the media didn't want anything to do with. Since the decision to give abortion law back to the states, there have been at least 147 attacks on Catholic churches across the country. 147. Do you hear about that? Now, if a synagogue is attacked, everybody hears about it. Mosque, everybody hears about it. Catholic Church, they even defaced St. Patrick's Cathedral, the largest church in New York City and the most prominent Catholic church in the nation. They caught the defacers who were spray painting FU on the cathedral on videotape. The police arrested them. No charges. Alvin Bragg. No charges. The damage, I talked to the cardinal, was about $30,000, $40,000. No charges. I had them. Guys were on tape doing it. No. So this is the progressive world. And if you can show me one of these that I've just given you, just one, where Joe Biden has said, you know, maybe that's not right. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that. Or we should take action to stop that. Nothing. Xi, Putin, mullahs in Iran, danger. And they're going to test us soon. But this cultural stuff, this affects us every day, every hour of every day. And the children and grandchildren. And that's the memo. Hey, it's time to take care of your liver. Data from the American Heart Association indicates that adults with fatty liver were 3.5 times more likely to have heart failure than those without. The American Liver Foundation says that 100 million Americans have fatty livers. These days, we throw everything at our bodies: cholesterol, alcohol, toxins, statins, cigarettes. No wonder so many of us have a sluggish, fatty liver. Your liver helps your body with hundreds of daily functions. It's time you help your liver with Liver Health Formula. Liver Health Formula is an all-natural, American-made supplement that contains 12 clinically proven botanicals to recharge and protect your liver. So try Liver Health Formula and receive a free bottle of nano-powered omega-3 to keep your heart healthy. Go to getliverhelp.com/bill, claim your free gift. That's getliverhelp.com/bill. Let's go to the mail. Sharon on the message board. If you are a premium or concierge member, you get to message board, you make friends, you have fun. Bill at BillO'Reilly.com. Name and town if you wish to opine, if you want to let me know what you think. Sharon says, it would not surprise me if Chuck Schumer had something to do with the firing of Tucker Carlson. He had nothing to do with it. I can tell you that with 100% certainty. Chuck Schumer does not have that kind of pull. Hugh on a message board. Bill, today my Bill O'Reilly premium membership renewed. Excellent. Excellent, Hugh. And I canceled my Fox Nation subscription. No money to the Murdochs. We got about 700 new members last night. I was surprised. What a surge. One day. So it's because they want straightforward commentary. And you'll get it here on BillO'Reilly.com. David, concierge member. Thank you, David. Direct access to me. Bill, it's my humble opinion that Tucker Carlson's conspiracy theory antics have finally caught up with him. All right, case to be made for that. Kathleen McLeod. O'Reilly, you will now be my 8 o'clock news moving ahead. I don't like to boycott, but Fox has lost me as a viewer. Okay, we'll see how long. I don't like boycotts either, so don't get me wrong, I'm not calling for that. Casey Clay, Olathe, Kansas. FNC lost viewers and revenue when you were no longer there, Mr. O. And the same will happen now that Tucker Carlson is gone. Although your style different from his, both of you are critical in exposing the truth. I'm a lifetime premium member of BillO'Reilly.com. Thank you, Casey. And will become a lifetime member of whatever Tucker Carlson does. Okay, well, he'll be happy to hear that. Thomas Bell, Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Bill, thank you for your uniquely principled journalism, your discipline in presenting a fact-based news program has certainly been a moderating influence on many of us in your audience. As your humble subscriber, I politely suggest you cautiously approach the Tucker Carlson news. I am cautious in all of my research, but then when I'm on the air, I let it fly. I think I've been very fair to Tucker Carlson. If you disagree, please let me know, but I don't think I could have been any more fair. I explained exactly what happened, why it happened, complimented him on a number of things, and criticized him for a lack of discipline sometimes in his presentation. I mean, I'm fair. But if you disagree, I want to hear from you. Bill Forrest, Woodbridge, Virginia. Lots of my friends are upset that Tucker is gone. I told them there's a great alternative, and that is BillO'Reilly.com and the No Spin News. For more than 20 years, you've been my number one go-to for the facts and clarity of all things. Appreciate that, Bill. Very nice of you to say that. Richard Schaffer, Montreal, Canada. With the First TV, consider Tucker as a talent in their lineup. Look, Tucker Carlson would bring numbers and viewers to any media operation. But he's expensive because he'll make a lot of money on his own if he does a Joe Rogan type podcast, something like that. So, it's about money. Just remember that. Follow the money. Leah Lopez, Lake Worth, Florida. What are your thoughts on the process of interrogating Mayorkas? He's a hapless stooge. And I don't want to be disrespectful, but that's what he is. He doesn't know what's going on the border, doesn't care. He lives in Georgetown. He's got his private cars. He's got his retinue of bodyguards. He eats out free every night. He doesn't care. Biden White House calling the shots on him. John Jack Conti, Louisville, Tennessee. Thank you, Mr. O'Reilly, for your killing books. I've read most of them. Just finished Killing the Mob. I want to say your writing style, along with Mr. Dugard, is so smooth and informative. I find myself lost for hours within the pages. My next buy is Killing England. You'll like it. So I appreciate the kind words. The killing books continue to go wild. Jackie York, Estelle Springs, Tennessee. The United States of Trump was my beach read last week. Excellent. Wow, what insight. I bought it in your deal on BillO'Reilly.com with Killing Crazy Horse. And we are going to get to that deal right now. So if you get Killing Crazy Horse and the United States of Trump, you pay only $18. That is the deal of the century. All right? Plus you get a free bumper sticker, 2 of them. Atheist, nothing there. If you buy Killing the Legends and Killing the Mob together, there's the bumper sticker. I'm going too fast for the director. But Mob and Legends together, that's $18 too. And you get the bumper stickers free. Now, I want to show you for Mother's Day the best gift of any gift in the world other than diamonds and rubies and all that. T-shirts, Team Normal, go. Here we have the models. Look at those shirts. The models look good, and the little, what is that? Behind them, the spring bloom. But the shirts are fabulous for Mom. Again, buy anything from BillO'Reilly.com store. You get 2 free Atheism Nothing There bumper stickers, which are great. You'll love them. Team Normal, get on the team. Final thought in a moment. Well, you did the tough thing during COVID. You paid your people and pulled your business through the pandemic. And now you could qualify for up to $26,000 per employee at covidtaxrelief.org. Government funds are available to reward companies with 2 or more employees who stayed open during COVID. This is not a loan. You don't have to pay it back. Nobody knows about this more than the CPAs and tax experts at covidtaxrelief.org. You pay nothing up front. They do the work and share a percentage of the cash they get back for you. Even those businesses who took PPP loans can qualify. Nonprofits and churches as well. So let covidtaxrelief.org help you get up to $26,000 per employee. Visit covidtaxrelief.org. That's covidtaxrelief.org. Okay, here is the final thought of the day. I mentioned it earlier. I'm not going to spend a lot more time. But we have a surge of premium and concierge members, and we are overjoyed to have you guys, new people, watching and listening to us all over the world, okay? But if there's something you feel I'm not doing correctly, if I'm not fair, if I'm not clear enough, write me, okay? Let me know. This program is 100% for you, to help your life, to inform you. We will always be honest with you. We don't calculate what we say here. You're going to need us in the next year as things are going to get a little more rough in this country. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.